Okay, you're welcome back to the tutorial. In this particular tutorial, we'll continue from where we ended in the previous one. Okay, if you have not watched the previous one on how we arrived here, okay, the two ways we imported our data, you have to check it out before watching this video. Okay, this is our data and we've already established, okay, I still have my distance here. I need to edit it to groups. Okay, that is what we agreed before. So I'll change this to group. Okay, so this is what I have. Okay, so these are my variables. Okay, and these are the data. To start my analysis, I'll have to title or label my group very well. We mentioned that I have up to three groups here, okay, or four of them. These groups simply represent the distances I have here. I measured these particular variables, or I obtain this data at 100 meters away from the site, 200, 300, and 400. The 400 is the control site, which is away from not really 400. The fourth one is at the control site, which is what away from even the community. So to do that, this data view, there is no such information here yet. Okay, so I'll have to go to my variable view and label it. Okay, so I'll go to my group. The same in the row of my group. If you go under value, okay, under value, that is where we label or define our different groups. If you're working with animal model, okay, the same place here is where you now label that your group A means that animal you treated with so and so extract, your group B means so and so, your group C means so and so. Okay, so that's how you label it. Don't worry, in one of the videos I'll show us how these apply in animal model. But I started with normal, other industrial research, so that you don't limit the analysis to what just pharmacological or animal model. Okay, so I'll simply go to my value. Once I tap on this, as you can see, if I click outside here, let's say group here, there is nothing here, but once I tap on it, a box will come out. Okay, so simply tap on it and this box will come out. So this box is where we carry out our labeling. So I will mention here that my number one, these are the values. For values, you just add one. That's those 1, 2, 3 you have in your data there. So I will say for number one simply means, I'll say that group one is equal to 100 meter. Okay, do you get that? Group one is equal to what? 100 meter. So I will simply add. That's the first distance I measured. Remember, our distance here represents our groups. Okay, so group one equal to what? The one I measured at 100 meter away. I'll click on what? Add, and I've added it. I will now say that number two, my group two equal to 200 meter away from the site. I will add it. My number three, I will say that group 3 equal to 300 meter away from the site. Then I'll add it. And then 4 is my control. So I'll say that group 4 equal to my control, okay, which is the one I measured outside the community. So I'll add it. So this is what I have. Okay, if I click on OK, my data will be what? Will be labeled. If for any reason you made a mistake while labeling any of this, it's fine. Simply do what? Just tap on the one you made mistake. For instance, I instead of writing group 2, I want to write group 22. I'll simply click on this. Okay, if I click on it, it will go back to this option, so I can edit it here. Assuming this should be 22, I'll just put 2 here, and it will ask me, do I want to change it? I'll hit on change. Okay, and it has changed it, but I don't want it to be what? 22, so I will just change it back to what? To 2. Okay, so you can edit even after labeling. Okay, just edit it even after analysis and something was wrong. You can still come back and what? Edit your labeling. So I'll hit what? okay, I will change. I've edited it, so I will change this to what it is before, and then I'll hit okay. So I have labeled it now. If I return to my data view, okay, to see if my labeling was correct, I will go to this option towards my up. You can see where my cursor is, where I have 1 and A. Just tap on it. If you tap on it, the labels you gave these numbers will appear. You can adjust this by double clicking and to give you the full distance. This means that group 1 is for 100 meter, group 2 is for 200 meter, group 3 for 300 meter, and group 4 is for what? For your control. Okay, so this is how you title your variables. Okay, I've labeled my group now, which is my independent variable. Is this independent variable that determines the outcome of the dependent variable? So I've labeled them now. So while analyzing now, these dependent variables, these parameters here will be analyzed in accordance with these different distances I have labeled here. If you didn't label this correctly, the SPSS will just analyze what you gave it, and it may not be the right answer. So in our next video, we'll follow the step-by-step click into what to carry out our ANOVA analysis. Thank you, and see you in the video.